All right, you guys, part two. So do a land search on your family's name. 23andme, ancestry.com, something, some other search for like through DNA search has been collecting people um, genetic material. Okay, now that they have been collecting, majority of the people that done these things, they have your information on your bloodline. Here's the thing, there's a lot of people that's misplaced. Okay, a lot of New Orleans people, like from New Orleans, when Katrina happened, when there all these storms happening, everybody kind of migrated amongst each other, right? People came over like from Haiti when Haiti had their big major storm. So like people are all mixed in. Now here's the thing. So there's a lot of people that's misplaced. On top of that, genetic code changes. It ever changes, okay? So once person DNA, as they evolve into their higher selves, DNA code and change again. This is why is it so important to keep up with your doctor visits and checkups. It's because they either want to draw blood, they want to test you for certain things that involves blood or saliva material, whatever, DNA, just to see if you have, I'm here, upgraded. Okay, just for somebody in particular. And so, if you notice that your doctor's office has been calling you to make an appointment rather than you calling them, be aware of that. Be advised of that. If your kid's school, like if this is a requirement for the kids' schools, which it usually is, for them to get a yearly checkup, make sure you go ahead and get that yearly checkup. But be aware of what they're doing when they're in that checkup. Okay, even needles when they giving vaccinations have your DNA on the outside of it. They have to inject it into your body, right, or into your bloodstream. Basically, getting a tap of that DNA. I don't know how they extract it from those needles, because they supposedly put them in a bin with all other genetic material. Use needles, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, I'm nurse. I see this daily. Okay, there's no mystery here, but um, be aware of that. And because of the genetic displacement or mutation, okay, that some people are going through at this time, this is why we can feel Gaia's presence more heavier than others, is because we are connected genetically to this land. Okay, the originals are connected to this land. Okay, that song, "Your Land Is My Land Is Your Land." Okay, pay attention to that song, because for somebody, but somebody in particular, you're not from over here. You're not from the U.S. Um, and there is certain things that you don't know that happen in the U.S. that doesn't happen anywhere else in the world, and vice versa. What happens in your country does not happen over here in the U.S. Okay, so there's a lot of people traveling from overseas to come to the U.S. thinking they're gonna have a better life. You are coming to be a slave. You are coming to be in a man-made system that allows you only but so much, and even that allowance comes at a price. Okay, just that's for somebody in particular. You want to come over here, now you hear and you see everything that's going on. Our kind has to work 3 times as harder than any other race, and we do not unify as we supposed to. Had we unified like the Spanish or the Italians or the Asians, okay, or other descents of people, we will be in a certain particular state of power. But not to say that we don't have power. The thing is, our power is not combined. Our power is separated because everybody is jealous of this person, that person. Everybody is have their ego and their pride up so dang high they can't see the forest through the trees. And it's just, these are facts that I'm speaking. So those people that need to do a family land search, make sure you have your true original family's name, okay? Because over the years, they have changed our last name in order to hide who and where we are from. the original people, the originals, okay? So we don't have privy to that information, but others do, okay? These foreigners that's coming here, some of them were hired and paid to come here to become a part of your family's line, and you are unaware of this, okay? Those that come over and need what they call they come over on visas, and they try to get somebody to marry them, okay? Be mindful of that, because now they gain access to your trust, or they gain access to your information, and they take that and they take it back to their birth country, and they pull all type of ish up on you. Over there is legal, over here is illegal, so make it make sense, right? They know they would suffer the consequences had they did it on this soil here in the U.S. So they went to a different place and did illegal actions, or open accounts with your name attached to them, but in their name. So meaning like their name is there, and they have been pulling money out of your trust for a foreign account. That's for somebody. Somebody know what's going on. There's no mystery to what's going on. Somebody know exactly what's going on and how it's being done. But that's just clarity for somebody if you were wondering, or if you were thinking above and on those lines. There you go. Okay, this gonna be turn out to be a random confirmation chit chat with you guys, but that's okay. So restoring, because that's where we were at. We are restoring the balance of the planet as well. Okay, the more we elevate in our energetic bodies, and realize more that we are more connected to everything and everyone around us, then we can begin to heal differently. We can begin to open up. One healed person heals 200 or 300,000 people, because our auric energetic field is so widely vast. So this is why whatever state you're in, maybe you're covering this state with your light. But when you leave from whatever state you're in, or if you feel like you have to move because of the state that you're in is giving you a lot of grief, or servitude, a lot of suffering in your state, and you just want to leave, remember your light goes wherever you are. So don't be surprised if I'm hearing stragglers. Don't be surprised if people try to figure out what next state you're going to and move there as well, okay? That's for somebody in particular. Okay, so the best bet for you or anybody at this moment is to pay attention. I know us as melanated people, we don't really pay attention to the news, worldly news, any news for that fact, because we know it's a lot of propaganda here in the U.S. when it comes to news reports, right? But I need you to pay attention to the news, okay? Stay off of TikTok news. TikTok news be some real news, but that's besides the point. You need to listen to the real worldly news. Go type in worldly news in y'all internet search box and check out what's going on in all these other countries and states, because we are unaware to what's going on around the U.S. versus inside the U.S., okay? Because inside the U.S. we are painted a different whole nother picture. Outside the U.S. and other countries, Asia, Europe, Japan, Korea, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on. Russia, they're at the border of Miami, FYI. Some people are in that, I want to say stasis of status. So somebody is, how do I explain this without like being weird or coming out? But I know this is what's happening for a fact, because the timelines are collapsing. So I'm pretty sure I'm on point. And those that know that the timelines have collapsed upon each other, and this is why a lot of people are going through psychosis, is because all our timelines are intertwining with one another. So our past lives basically are intertwining with one another too as well. So it'll make it make sense, okay? So those lovers that you had in previous past lives, if you can remember them, they're coming up to the forefront too.